I am now going to show you how to create a works cited entry for an online or paper-based, I suppose, scholarly journal. So once again, I'm going to start by going to Purdue OWL because their information is the best, and looking up again MLA formatting. I want to know how to format. It is technically a periodical, an article in a scholarly journal. A scholarly journal is any journal that publishes articles that have been peer-reviewed by other people who are experts in the field. So you'll notice that this is the method to cite a scholarly article. So I'm going to start with the authors, but the authors of the actual article itself. For this purpose, I'm going to use the article that we used in class with "What Hands Are Here? The Hand is Generative Symbol in Macbeth" by Catherine L. Lynch. Catherine L. Lynch. Lynch, comma, Catherine L. period. Now I'm going to need to put the title of the article she wrote in quotation marks, because you always start with something small in quotes and then the larger thing italicized. So again, her article was titled, "What Hands Are Here? The Hands as Generative Symbol in Macbeth." That's very long. What hands are here? The hands as generative symbol in Macbeth. And because, a couple of things here. One, this is an actual quote from the play, and it was already quoted in this title. You'll see, quote, "What hands are here?" quote. So I have to put a quote inside of a quote in this title. Small quote here, double quote here for the title as a whole. You'll also note that because I'm quoting or using the word Macbeth in this title, I do actually need to italicize or underline the word Macbeth. Now I need the title of the journal. The journal is Oxford Journals, but it's actually from the Review of English Studies is the specific journal from Oxford. So the Review of English Studies in italics. Oops, and I put in a period, but I actually shouldn't have. So I'm going to delete it because now I need the volume, a period, and the issue. The volume, I could zoom in, that would probably make it easier for y'all. But I see volume 39, issue number 153. That is a lot of issues. Good old Oxford is really old. Okay. Volume, period, issue, no spaces for those, but now a space, and then the year it was published in parentheses. And if there's more than one publication from a given year, I'll give the whole date. So I noticed that this is from February of 1988. My goodness, that was a long time ago. Feb 1988. Then I need a colon and the pages of the article, or just the pages that I read and I'm quoting, but I thankfully read the whole thing. So pages 29 to 38 is where this was in the journal. Now a period. Then the medium of publication. That means, where was this published? In this case, this was actually published as an Oxford journal in Oxford University Press, but you'll also notice that it was compiled by JSTOR. And JSTOR is an online database where you have access to different scholarly. So I'm actually going to list both. I'm going to list that this is from the Oxford University Press, but then I'm going to list that I found this from JSTOR. I also need to note that I found this article on the web, and then I end with the date that I pulled this article, which I actually pulled this article a long time ago, the 25th of October, 2011. So that tells the person reading this works cited entry when it was that I found this article on JSTOR from Oxford University Press on the internet. Now, one last thing, of course, is that if this is my works cited page, I again need to format it correctly. So I'm going to write the word work cited or works cited if there's more than one. I'm going to make sure that my everything is in Times New Roman size 12 and is double spaced. For double spacing, you can either highlight everything and go to paragraph, line spacing, well, double. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just use quick keys. Control A is Control All, and Control 2 is for double spacing. Lastly, with every works cited entry, the first line always goes all the way from left to right, and every subsequent line needs to be indented. If I try to indent, my computer stymied me and auto-corrected. All I need to do, though, is go ahead and fight with it a little bit. Fight with it a little bit, and you'll figure it out. You can also adjust the tabs up here at the top. You'll notice that what this is saying is, here, all these subsequent lines need to be indented to this space.